About your getaway?
Yeah, I actually got back on Saturday.
Okay.
To this winter. I had 80, 85 degree temperatures for a total of 6 days. But no, I just got back from Cuba. It was a pretty much one-time life experience.
Nice.
It was pretty nice. It went from extremely excited and getting to the hotel and experiencing the Cuban people, and then going down to Little Havana. Or Old Havana, I'm sorry, and seeing all the poverty.
Okay.
I mean, it's poverty throughout.
Okay.
But living in a communist/socialist society, it was a little different for me.
Yeah, I mean, of course, imagine
coming from being an American and having all these liberties and rights and just being able to go in the grocery store and paying for something and not having a ration book. Yeah, like having all type of variety of things I can choose from in America. Versus going into a Cuban grocery store, and everything is the same brand. It was like kind of overwhelming.
Well, we're gonna talk more about that. She kind of gets what's the word? You get emotional talking about it. You got emotional on the elevator. I was like, I asked about Cuba. I was like, let's talk about Sesame Street.
You know what?
Can you tell me?
Spring break is over.
To Sesame. All right.
Anyway.
Hey, when we come back, we got more with Nikita Todd Stanley. Pastor's in the house. No, Bishop is in the house. We're going to holler at Bishop, too. He's in the building, too. Super duper cool. Yes, Michael and Joi in the morning. MichaelandJoi.com.
Whoop, whoop. I need to see it. Two right.
We added your whoop whoop to our little thing. You want us to wait over there in the
Yeah, that's cool. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Michael, man. First show, man. This is our first show, new building. Yeah.
It's a little.
So give us a couple of minutes.
Oh, we history with y'all?
Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Y'all different, lady. It's our first time. It's our first time too.
You good?
KCJ.
Oh, she
Hey,
called me
Tracy.
out. This joystick this
I
time.
tagged you, so you good.
So you was
She didn't call me out about the joystick this time.
No, you figured it out. Talking about something. Y'all ain't got no Wi-Fi.
Right.
We doing birthdays.
Wow, look at me.
I'm gonna put your purse on the table.
Okay.
Something about that floor.
Girl, let me tell you, my mama said you're flustered. Your pipe was so
I mean, I won't go say nothing. I won't go remind you from your mama, what your mama said.
My mama said, just pick mine up.
Oh, that's cute. I was like, you can put that one right over here. Real talk, kid was like, don't nobody be putting nothing in their purses, no way. So go ahead and get it.
Right.
I remember we came out here, we was like lost.
I know. I forgot to put what lot to park in, and our signal is messed up in here on the phone. So, we still working it out.
Are we supposed to have a phone, too?
I saw the security.
Well, I
guard
wasn't gonna
downstairs,
say
and I
anything.
said, I'm here for a radio show. What are you here for?
He's like, it's too many floors. But
Oh, that's
It's like, that's not the floor.
hey,
It's
T-Bonique.
That's
Hey,
it.
Laura.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey,
They had a whole
hey, kid.
Oh, okay.
Nikita says, "What's up?"
Y'all got a whole
Hey,
folks
Stanley.
I know, right?
Come on, we
I
gonna
know, right?
start taking over one room.
I'm speaking to
Come
Mike
on,
and
Pastor.
Joi show, right? Y'all got a whole floor.
Come on,
Matter of fact, y'all
Pastor.
have a whole building real soon.
Come on, sir. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, Lord.
Let's eliminate that overhead for us, Pastor. Bishop.
Bishop. I was like, if you go to, it's on the YouTube page now, but I told someone to go check it out.
You
to see
talking
how
about
the sound is.
that,
I like your hair like that, Joy.
The Meebo, thank you.
It's nice.
Tried to see if I could do a little something. I was like, oh, I gotta do that today. I was asleep. Yeah, when I curled it. I was like, oh, hey, that's.
All right, Joe.
Can't be talking about my
No. Michael and Joi in the morning.
Whoop, whoop.
MichaelandJoi.com. My new home right here at Spaces. That's the name of this spot.
We not saying all that.
Huh?
We can't just say Power 108.9. We ain't gotta get too specific.
I mean, they gonna come. Everybody
I
gonna
mean,
be
yeah,
there.
but until then, I was like, you know.
Is Nikita over there shaking her head?
I was gonna say the door might not always be locked. Maybe just try to be safe.
Fanatics coming.
Right. We don't want no Nikita fans.
Security on the way to the car, please.
Them little Cuban dudes start running up in with their cigars.
That might have been
American
a little
sister.
different. Right. Tall American sister.
Right, yes. Nikita Todd Stanley is in the building with us. How's that real estate over there, Nikita?
That's an interesting question. You know, I inquired.
Right.
I know you did.
So I would love to have an Airbnb there because of course, you know, the American tourism has started to, well, I take that back. It's started to depreciate just because of the fact of the restrictions that you have to go through in order to get there. However, you know, the house that we stayed in, he made some good money.
I bet.
You know, so it's a lot. I don't know necessarily how you would do it over there per se, but definitely a vacation home is definitely something that people should look into in the Caribbean. Just because the accommodations, people don't necessarily always want to be in a hotel.
And more importantly, you, just like you've always told us or whatever, real estate isn't one of those markets that you invest in and expect to get a return like the next month. It's something that you buy and you hold on to, right?
Absolutely. So vacation just overall, not necessarily in Cuba, but anywhere in the Caribbean. Just because one, you know, the devastation. So, you know, the hurricanes that have come through has wiped out a lot of things. So I would say if you do have the capital or do you have a group of people that would like to get together, investing in the Caribbean is a good option just because people will pay a premium to stay somewhere nice.
Exactly.
In private.
Considering everything that's going on.
What about this ATL market or this Georgia market? Because as winter is still upon us. Yesterday we had freezing temperatures yesterday, but the weather and the real estate game, especially here in Georgia. Now we can say in the U.S. because we've been getting some crazy weather. Is it slowing up the process of getting into that spring/summer buying season?
Well, actually, here in Atlanta, we've been in the spring season since I'll say maybe the end of January.
Okay.
So although weather does play a major factor in it, we don't have the snow to prevent people from, you know, going out and looking. You know, I will say that typically right now we'll have more sunny days and people are out excited about looking for houses. But before I left, people were excited. I'm just like, hold on, wait till I get back. You know, some people will take care of you while I'm away. But, you know, we are entering into that season where you got to get it today if it's going to be gone tomorrow.
Michael and Joi in the morning, michaelandjoi.com, Nikita Todd Stanley hanging out with us today. And for those that don't know Miss Nikita Todd Stanley, she is a real estate professional. I'm sorry, a realtor. That's what y'all say, right?
Get it right.
Y'all dapping each other down.
We are dapping each other up. We took it back to high school.
Atlanta Board of Realtors?
Yeah, absolutely.
Empire Realtors?
I'm looking into.
Okay, so those two check, and you've been doing this thing for like 30 years now.
Ooh. No, Michael. That would make me, you know, 5.
Right, about that.
Man,
I've been in the business for going on 17 years.
She was like, but I've always been looking at home.
And what is it about real estate, Nikita, for those that are just meeting you for the first time or first time tuning in to the new Michael and Joi at Power 108.9?
Well, I mean, real estate overall, I've always been excited about real estate. One, you know, everyone likes to look to see, you know, to the creativity of what real estate can bring and the dreams of owning a home and just living in a different space. But overall, it's just, as far as like a financial gain, I get excited just because people can change their lives, especially, again, going back to my vacation just recently. Those people don't have the opportunity to come up. They have to, you know, pretty much stay in the same system or stay in the same level that they were born into. Versus here in America, you can seize the opportunity. You can come from, you know, poverty and be a giant. And, you know, real estate has made so many millionaires in the United States. You know, it's a great investment. So
that's what I'm talking about. TeamTireRealtyGroup.com is the website. Don't go nowhere, okay?
Okay.
Because you can hang out with us today?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. And we got a couple of comedians. Are both of those cats comedians?
No, they're doing the Art Atlanta.
Oh, thank you for filling us in. Just like old times, huh?
Clearly.
I never read the emails. Pastor Bishop Howard is in the building. What up? Bishop? We're going about Bishop or Pastor? What
Bishop, Pastor, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. All of them.
How you doing today?
I'm good, man.
Man, welcome,
Great.
buddy.
Awesome.
Man, you are inaugural show of Power 108.9.
Hey,
Can you
man.
believe that?
To God be the glory, man.
Hey, there you
Amen.
go.
We
That's what
already
I'm talking
speaking
about.
positivity
Yes,
into our
man.
lives.
What you been up to for the past 30 days? We missed you.
30 days. Well, same thing, man. Just promoting the book, getting the book out there. We don't got the book in 2 stores now. You know, 2 black stores.
Come on,
We
come
have them
through.
in Nubian bookstore out in South Lake,
Okay.
and also Madu bookstore. Is it Madu?
Madu bookstore?
Yeah, which is the 2nd largest African bookstore in America.
And where is that
It's in
located?
Greenbrier.
There you go.
Yeah.
My home,
I've heard
my
that.
hood over there.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
The first Chick-fil-A is in Greenbrier Mall. If y'all
You
did
can
not know
tell.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we used to have that finale. You remember that finale?
I don't remember
Nikita?
finale. What's
And,
finale?
and it was in Riches. It was on the top floor. That's where they sent all of the clothes to get rid of.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Tasha
Yeah.
turned me on to that back in the day.
Yeah.
Not your Tasha.
The other Tasha.
Me and your wife.
Oh, remember the last time? Woo! I was there, was like, hold up. My Tasha. Slow down.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Bishop Howard and his lovely wife, Miss Tasha, is hanging out with us today. It is Michael and Joi, only on Power 108.9. Wake up.
Let go. Right now. Right go. How to find you? I think we used to be friends, but with the new page, I don't know if we're friends again.
So we're gonna get rid of that table right there, and then we're gonna get the director chairs, 2 director chairs. And then
Yeah.
we might put like
Ooh.
probably move this table
Good
back some more, and
morning.
then put
Hey,
like
Oliver. Hey, Coach. How are you? Hey, Tamala Coleman.
Pastor over there whispering.
Uh-oh. Hey, Pele. Good morning, Rich. It's good to be back. I'm about to say, what y'all over
I
there
know,
doing?
that's
Y'all over there
big.
cutting up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all the time.
Look, we know.
That's my buddy.
That go. That my best friend.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, my
man.
best friend.
That for that.
There you
Man.
go.
All right, I'm gonna do that page. That's my mom.
You don't use this one? I didn't think
I
so.
got another one.
All right, so
Go to
this one.
No,
That's in the
no.
clock.
I got about
So
5.
since we're
Go to-
not like music,
But this
all of
is-
that
go
is
to-
filled up with.
Oh,
Daddy,
oh,
go
there you go.
Go down.
This
the
one.
clock
Yeah, that
right
one.
there.
Okay.
So we're at it's 7:46 now. So we
This is
supposed
our
to
new
be
show
talking
as well. We got one hard show. We do every Friday. As
Okay.
a matter of fact,
Oh.
we're about to go down to Florida and do the show.
Okay.
We've been called down there.
Try not to do music.
Yeah.
Man.
Because of
Yeah, that's a little live talk
And
show.
plus it
Yeah, and we
We're
going
doing a
live.
live talk show on the last Friday of this month.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
going live. Got a studio audience and everything. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
What's
We gonna have to figure out
It's
how
One
to.
Heart. One Heart with Stephen Touch. We talk about relationships. Relationship. Healing one heart at a time. Through.
Get it out. Get it together.
Yeah. Tell it, baby.
Pastor, I'm gonna do this story about the bus.
Okay.
The bus, the kids that died on the bus
Yeah.
crash. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna ask you like, what do you say to a family who, as coming from a bishop? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys know that this is Crime Victims Awareness Week?
What's the name of
Crime Victims Awareness
it?
Week.
You know, my nephew just got brutally murdered.
Don't say that. Crime.
Last week, before last.
You ready, Joe?
Before last.
The one that was on the news, Glenwood and Cameron.
Okay.
That was
Yeah, shot
Oh,
six
wow.
times. Yeah. So,
He was like, so what do I say to them?
yeah.
I'll be back. Michael and Joi in the morning. MichaelandJoi.com. Hanging out with Bishop Howard.
Whoop whoop.
Bishop Howard's in the building. Y'all know Bishop was in that pen though back in the day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was doing his thing up in that video.
Yeah, man. I was my thing trying to get out of there.
I feel you. Making them noodles up in there, boy.
That's it.
Put some money on my book. Hey, I know you guys may have heard the story. That's a horrible segue.
Okay, I was gonna say. I don't even know why he would do you like this.
Everybody's in the house now.
Yeah, let me say that. I'm gonna say
Gonna
that
say
story.
we gonna gonna try that again. Let's regroup.
The
Take
book,
two.
From Prison to Praise, Pastor Bishop Stephen O. Howard's in the building with us. And you talk about it candidly. When we first met you, we appreciate you for coming on the show and sharing your word with us, Pastor. But what changed for you, Pastor? How you go from being in prison to now praising, writing books, great marriage, all that good stuff?
What you mean what changed?
What changed? Something changed in you.
Yeah. Basically, from that point to this point, or in between, or what caused the change was I decided to grow up. Simple as that. You know, the Bible tells us that Paul said that when I was a child, I thought and acted and did things as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And so what I decided to do was to basically grow up. I was tired of being a child because children, they are very selfish. It's all about them. But when you grow up, you look for the welfare and the well-being of others instead of yourself. Mm-hmm. And so it wasn't about me anymore. It was about the next person.
That's good.
You know, so that would change for me.
And there's always a beautiful lady by your side, and all men that really take us to that next level, isn't it?
And with her help, believe it or not, my wife, she is basically the inspiration for me writing this book. She's the one that pushed me to write this book. Mm-hmm. You know, it was always there, but I wasn't going to write it. And she continued to tell me, you need to go and write this book, you need to go and write this book. And once I started writing, everything else just became, a history. I didn't know that it was going to take on the life that it took, and that it would touch so many people the way that I have touched, and where it's going now, what we're doing with it now. With my second book is on the way out, but this book here, man, it's blowing my mind at where it's going and how quickly people is grabbing hold to it, and they're just falling in love with the book.
Pastor, as you were going through and writing the book, was it hard for you to relive some of the stories again?
Well, for this book here, it was, I can't say it was hard because basically, it just came to me so quickly. The second book, the one that's coming out next, it was more hard for me because it was more, I had to basically, a lot of wounds was reopened.
Okay.
And I had to relive some things, and like one chapter, I wrote a couple of lines and I put the book down for like 2 months before I picked it back up because I had to deal with that pain. Mm-hmm. So it was more painful for the second book than this book here. This book here, I really believe that this book here was just for the people so that they can be healed. But the second book is for I can really be healed.
So that you can be healed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pastor Howard, Bishop Howard hanging out with us. We're going to talk with Mrs. Tasha. I think last time Mrs. Tasha talked the whole time.
Well, I mean, last time I think it was about her though.
Oh,
okay. They will rotate in and out.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I was about to say, because we talked about Marcy's Law.
Yeah, we come back. Yeah, exactly. And we're going to talk about One Heart when we come back also.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear the news? Speaking of pain, there are plenty ways moms use extra breast milk. Ladies, y'all have to help me out with this story right here. They pump it, they dump it, they save it, they bake with it, they even drink it. But experts say don't be trying to drink the water. Well, there is one lady, her name is Mrs. Lanners. She is currently breastfeeding her youngest child, and it takes only 1 day for her to pump like 72 ounces of breast milk. Well, that makes it quite a surplus for her. So on Valentine's Day, she donated 14 gallons of her breast milk to a hospital. So my question was, how long was she pumping them breasts? That's what I want to know.
I was going to say all day long.
Hey, we come back. We got more. It's Michael and Joi in the morning. Let's go.
I'm about to say, what broadside?
How long is she pumping them breasts?
Question is, how long ago?
I'm about to say, right. I'm like, look, 'cause I had to take vitamins, but that tea was so nasty.
Yeah,
to help me produce. When Brenton rolled his head over, I was like, okay. They're not comedians.
I thought they were comedians.
Raheem is a comedian. They're artists.
Raheem not here?
No, that's Tyree and
okay.
Art Atlanta Fair. Lord have mercy. He needs to read.
They're gonna tell a joke today because he done made him a comedian.
This weekend, April 12th through the 15th. It's called Artlanta. It's this weekend. What up, T-Monique? Hey, Brand Scrub. How are you? What up, life? Life. Like,
Some of the,
like.
you want me to get up there?
We're gonna get
Enjoy
into
some
the
of these.
What's that?
They
Yeah,
got to
yeah, go ahead.
They got to
Everybody
go,
come to our
right?
church. We got a revival this
We
week.
just said-
Raheem says it looks and sounds great.
Oh, he did? Is he on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube
Okay.
now. Live.
You can sit on that side. I don't have my phone. Let me see my phone. How you doing, bro? Good, man.
Here you go, Michael.
Y'all wanna put, y'all wanna go live?
We working. Hey, Sean, thank you. Welcome back. I appreciate that. What's up, Coach? Hey, Miss Coleman. What's up, Stan?
April,
Tasha said, hey, Nikita.
Good morning, Tasha.
it's this weekend, the 12th to the 15th.
Tracy.
Hey, Faith.
Hey, Michelle. Thank you very much.
Just-
Hey,
just a
Tanya.
time.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, okay.
Hey, Suzanne. What's happening? Monica.
Right? This weekend, the 12th to the 15th.
Them PM lights out. You already know. What up, Chris? Dry bus. Keisha. Deborah.
Oh, okay, here we go. ArtlandaGallery.com.
Alright, I'm just gonna go off for a minute. I'll be back.
Artlanda Gallery. Oh, you can't put website. It's on
Okay, so our
Facebook too.
first
Art
show back, we
Artlanda
left the
Fair
old
on
radio
Facebook.
station. Okay.
Atlanta Gallery.
Okay.
Okay, so this is literally our first show. Okay, so we
Like
just,
for real.
oh, we glad.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah,
Sensation Station still over there?
yeah, they still do.
Don't be shouting on the website.
Shouting
I'm
out.
just
Say
messing with you. You know that's
That what y'all was at?
that's gonna be forever home. I'm just playing.
Okay.
That's serious, isn't it?
It is. I'm
Real
like,
serious,
wow,
isn't
you
it?
know.
Just joking. You know we love SS and ATM. It's the other ones you can't mention.
Okay, I don't know the other ones, so we
It's the
keep
other
on the
ones.
same
It's
page.
the other ones you can't mention.
Nikita talking about elevator won't go to second floor. Oh, yes, it will.
Well, no, it's
Key.
Right. I was in there. That Joy was like, "Eh." I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the steps because I probably need to work on it.
Alright, hold on, I'm trying to pull up the email. Bam. And did you try to send an email
I did.
that you trying to get in?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
We working on it.
Well, Harold, baby.
Yeah.
James. What's going on, young man?
That's the last time I hear this. Sorry, we go by Anthony or something. We gotta tell him about that. Alright.
Hey, Cassie.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to make sure I got it all before we went back on air. It's early. I've been sleeping in all week.
Michael and Joi in the morning. MichaelandJoi.com is the website. Today's show is being brought to you by our very own Nikita Todd Stanley and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, all you got to do is visit the website, TeamToddRealtyGroup.com. Got some awesome people hanging out with us. Our inaugurational show at Power 108.
I was gonna say I love it.
Inaugurational.
Say it real fast, real quick.
Inaugurational show. You thought I was gonna jack that word
I
up?
did.
Nope, I didn't. Hey, speaking of jacked up, Nine West is jacked up because the company Nine West Holdings, which owns Nine West and Klein, they filed bankruptcy. Friday's Chapter 11 filing shows that the company owes more than $1 billion. Now, Nine West said in a statement that it plans to sell Nine West and Bandolino line, also the Authentic Brands Group, and they also own Juicy and Aristotle.
Aristotle.
Aeropostale.
Aeropostale, thank you, brother.
Clothing line, right?
Yes, thank you very
Aristotle.
much. Thank you very much, boy.
Shout out to
Tyree
you.
came to
We'll
the
go
rescue,
Saga.
boy. Thank you very
I guess
much.
ain't nobody wearing them chunky heels no more, huh?
They don't do 9 West no more?
I was gonna say, look, I still rock them.
What about that Juicy though?
I was gonna say, look, they got tired of Juicy on their booty. You know how you walk around.
And then, you know, 9 West probably say, oh no, everything's fine, we're good to go. I told Josh, I said, that's the same thing Toys R Us said.
Meanwhile, store closed.
Shut it down. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Tyree and Tony in the building with us today. Good morning, brothers.
What's up? What's up?
Man, y'all doing all right today?
Y'all ready?
Yes, y'all ready.
This weekend.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yes,
Look,
it's
ready
a
for
big
this
week.
weekend.
It starts this week.
Tell us about the event.
Well, the Atlanta Fair is coming up April 12th through April the 15th in historic Fort McPherson. We got 4 days of art, rides like Ferris wheels and carousels and all that, food, music, vendors. It's going down in Southwest Atlanta.
Nice. And you said the old Fort McPherson, so obviously they've started
Taking over.
reconstruction over
Doing the
there.
redevelopment.
Redevelopment. Okay, nice. Now, how did you get involved with the project?
Fort McPherson reached out to me. I started Art Atlanta Gallery a few years ago. Fort McPherson reached out to me and asked me to be part of the redevelopment program and bring art and what we do to Fort McPherson. So we did that. Here we are.
Man, shout out to Fort McPherson, boy.
Yeah,
Back in
shout out to them.
1992, when I got in the military, boy, I still had that good military ID. I used to go over there for 3 hots and a cot, boy. In the chow hall, when I was in the army. But shout out to them. I thought they were looking at doing. I thought Tyler Perry was.
So Tyler Perry, it's 500 acres.
Yeah, they all
Tyler
out
Perry
there.
bought 500, but he had to give 140 back to the city
Nice.
for redevelopment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so we're part of that redevelopment part.
Okay, cool. Now, where you
That's
from
pretty awesome.
originally, Tyler?
I'm originally from New Jersey, but
Okay.
I've been in Atlanta for about 20 years.
Okay. High school? Did you do high school here?
No, I didn't do high school. I'm 43.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say, dang, Mike, y'all drinking the same juice.
I know, right?
No.
I mean, we could have got killed back a couple times. 12th grade, kind of like your boy did. But never mind.
That's your story, Michael. That's your
I
story.
came out here for the music, chasing that music dream.
Okay.
I was in a group, we were signed on Columbia Records.
Okay.
So I came here for that. But I realized Atlanta won't embrace you unless you become synonymous with the city. Like, they have to almost, if you're from somewhere else, they have to forget that.
Yeah.
They have to forget Waka's from Queens.
Right.
They have to forget that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Even like with the BMF situation, you have to forget that the people aren't from there. They have to become so synonymous with the city, then the whole city will support it regardless.
Right.
So I found
That's
that out
pretty
the
funny.
hard way.
Right.
That is pretty
You have to
funny.
forget
And
that
true.
Bow Wow is from Tennessee.
Yeah. And Gucci's from Alabama. You forget about these
I was
things.
gonna say,
because of
right,
what it
and
is.
GZA from Atlanta.
But one thing don't say, do not say T.I. from Riverdale. Y'all see what happened to the little
Back
flip.
Whoop. So about that.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody listening. Tony's in the building. What up, Tony?
Whoop, whoop.
Tony
I
trying
was
to say.
like, Tony, where
Hey,
you
I'm
from?
staying away from all that convo, back to the fair.
Where you
I'm
from,
from
Tony?
here, I'm
Oh,
born and raised,
okay.
and I'm from Southwest Atlanta.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go,
Shout
the
out to the
SWAT.
SWAT.
Yeah.
You look like you went to
Not many of
therapy.
us, huh?
You like you went to
I
therapy.
went everywhere, man. I was on an Eminem program.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what you know about that?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm lost. What's that?
I was gonna say you walked on that
Yeah, so
program,
it was a
Michael.
program. We took all the kids from all
For the arts.
the black neighborhoods and basically shipped us over to the north side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely
Atlanta.
wasn't.
So you
Yeah.
went to Atlanta.
I
I
jumped.
in the spring.
North
Yeah,
Spring.
it was
North
North
Spring,
Spring. Yeah.
Michael said he jumped around, but for different reasons.
Nah,
Yeah.
they shipped me on a MARTA bus on that 83 from Oakland City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the dub.
It was a dub. Yeah, a lot more people with a dub.
Shout
Now,
out
how
to
did you
them.
get involved with the project?
Well, Ty's my guy. I've seen him around the art scene and doing music in Atlanta. So I'm with the Book Bank Foundation. We're a nonprofit. We focusing on literacy programs for youth and do a lot of community service initiatives and programs. So I've seen what Ty's done around Atlanta, man. We really liked it. So we wanted to come together and partner and really do something positive for the community tied to art. Because, Ty really sees that a lot of the youth aren't having those programs in school, and a lot of our kids aren't having art programs around them, so they have things to do. So, we thought it best to try to team up to come together and bring art to the kids, but do it in his way, in a real fly way, in a way that's really not done anywhere else. So here
There
we
you
are.
go.
It's interesting because right now in the schools it's so focused on STEM and art is totally like irrelevant. But now they're starting to bring back
With the
STEAM,
Yeah.
which is the A, which is art.
Oh,
So
okay.
is that exciting for you to see?
I mean, yeah, it's exciting. I hope, I'm looking forward to everybody embracing that. Even at Fort McPherson, we're going to be bringing like STEAM projects to Fort McPherson as well. So
It's like, that's pretty
Man,
exciting.
that's
I've got
awesome.
some things in the line with that, so we'll definitely have to
like
work together.
aquaponics. We got like aquaponics farming coming to Fort McPherson, working with like the Andrew Young Foundation.
Man, that's awesome, man. Well, congratulations. For those that want information and how to be a part of this event, what do they need to do?
Just go to artlandagallery.com/fair for tickets and information.
Okay.
Grab you a ticket. Artlanta Gallery at all social media. You'll find us there.
And that's Artlanta,
Yes.
not Art Atlanta.
No, Artlanta, ARTLANTA.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And for those that want to follow you, Tyree, on social media, can they do that?
Yeah, man. Tyree Smith.
Okay.
TYREE Smith.
And what about you, Tom?
Oh, well, man, you know, I'm low key, but let me tell you this.
Like literally.
Private Tony.
This is bigger than my IG straight up. You know, what we're bringing down is a Basquiat that's from the collection of Dr. Glenn Toby that's coming through Jeff Jaffe, a Pop Life Art Gallery in New York. Now, this is big. You know, this is a Basquiat that's coming to our community, Southwest Atlanta, to the Artlanta Gallery, to Ty's Gallery. He's curating this. So this is big, man. So I'm going to put that out there because you're not going to find that in our community coming down pretty often. So we want y'all to come out, you know, starting on April 12th through the 15th. You know, on the 15th, we're going to do a day that's focusing on the youth. We want everybody to come out, bring art supplies.
Nice.
You get free entry, you know, so bring your family, come on out, because we're doing something real fly, real positive. That is, you know, the Artlanta way. You know, and if you know the brand, you know how
And bring your family, man. From 12, we there from 12 to 11 every day. From 12 to 7 is for like everybody, and from 7 till it's for adults.
Okay.
I was gonna say, and so after the break, you can tell us where we can find Bookbank.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, we come back. We got more. I like that jacket, by the way, too. You can drop that off as a welcoming gift to Power. They got a dip, Joy.
I know, but you didn't want me to really ask them. So.
Can we do a picture?
We'll go ahead and do a picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a picture.
You did bring
I know y'all got
in.
another point.
Yeah, no, man, we got the rise here. Yeah, we really have y'all had us on the show.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, we can just take it out now, unless they're gonna come over here and they swap out.
Okay.
Y'all gotta come out though, man. You know.
Yeah, it's this
Make sure that we
weekend.
get y'all some tickets.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great. Can you send them to us?
Yeah.
So Bookbank Foundation, what's
You gonna talk
information on
next?
that? You
Oh
gonna give
yeah,
me-
I'll give you the website.
Okay, all right, I can put it on put it up here.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
This chair.
I don't know where you.
Oh,
I don't know where it's gonna go.
I'm just trying not to
Here,
be
try,
there.
maybe turn this way. Yeah, come this way. Is that better?
No, but we'll work with it.
Oh, okay.
You ready? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let me do one with my phone and then.
Can we, can I use your phone after you take it real
Yeah,
quick?
absolutely. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, and 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Okay, hold on, don't go.
Hand me that.
Which one here?
Yeah. She gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay, now do something silly.
Oh, that was my sister.
That was
I was gonna say, oh, well, then do something regular then. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate you.
Nice meeting y'all.
Thank you
Y'all
so
got
very
back
much.
out, man.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime. You know.
Thank you, man. Such a pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
All right, I gave you guys your.
All right,
Yes,
no
y'all.
problem. Thank you.
Hey, yo, make sure y'all come out, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say my
Yeah,
son.
bring your-
We
bring
could
your kids and
definitely
family.
work something out.
And like it's an adult thing too, cause we got Cavassier as a sponsor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's for everybody, for everybody.
For
That's
everybody.
perfect. I was gonna say, that's perfect. Thank you so very much, guys.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Atlanta Fair.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You don't need the key to get down.
I know, yeah, but so that, yeah.
Oh, you got mine.
I did.
Yeah, definitely
Michael.
bring 'em over.
That's the cool thing about
No, I did.
That's a fabulous
we got some
sauce.
other, a lot of kids
Oh, no,
that
that's-
working on this spring.
Okay, perfect.
All right, sweetie, thank
I
you
take
so
care
very
of
much.
those.
Okay,
And
yes,
then I'll
ma'am.
get y'all tickets.
Okay, sounds perfect. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning. Don't call it a comeback.
Okay, Tasha, you sitting down this time?
Yes, you sit down.
Hey, Amon. Hey,
sit
Wardell.
Making me sit down.
Make it sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sit down, sweetie.
Sit on down.
Sit on down.
She's sitting down.
You see, she not arguing about it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sitting
Right,
down.
not at all.
I'm sitting down.
Put you ready to
I'm
go back?
sitting
Yeah. Tasha put it up to my daddy. Go back live.
You should have her look at the YouTube and tell us what it's looked like too, Michael.
Our daughter on. Hey, baby girl.
She wouldn't understand. I can look at it from here.
Oh, okay. But can you hear it? Hey, B. Reed. Tasha, go check out Michael and Joi on YouTube and tell us what it sound like and look like. Thank you.
I gotta talk to you about that.
What?
On YouTube Live.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about that.
Okay. What up, though? Ahmad, you ready? Hey, Amy. Hey, Arthur Avery.
That's cool. That's what I need to see.
What it
Check,
sound like?
check.
Check two. Hey, B. Reed. Go check out Michael and Joi on YouTube and tell us what it sound like and look like.
So are you guys playing music too?
Not really. This is too many stipulations. You know, I got kicked off of Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just got back on. I told Michael yesterday he was trying to play a little bit of Drake, and I said, look, I ain't got no more last name, so. Because I tried to go as just Joy Pearson, and they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. So I went.
No, it's not coming through there. So they can only hear it through that.
Well, it's plugged into here, so they're hearing this.
No, as I said, they can only hear it through that. It's not coming through here.
Oh, so that speaker isn't working. So whatever it is not working.
Check.
Try going
Check.
watching like something from the past, not something current, to see if you hear the sound. Testing 1 2 1 2. You're very clear. Thank you, Wardell. Yay! Thank you, Wardell. I hope you're using your
So we
affiliate
making
link.
history
Yep.
with the Mike and Joi
Joystick.com
show.
/
With the Mike and Joi show today.
I don't know if you signed up,
First
but
one.
please go sign up for it, Wardell.
We always make history.
See, Tasha says it sounds and looks good.
Hmm?
I don't know what.
Yeah.
We'll work it
Yeah,
out
we'll
later.
work
We'll work it out later.
Alright.
Hey, Justnay. Hey, Inspiring Decisions.
So,
Are y'all on Periscope still? We were. I did a little bit of Periscope.
I forgot something.
I left my umbrella.
oh, okay.
Her life's gonna take that. No, you wasn't. No, ma'am.
It's so small.
She was like, no, you got my hair done.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm about to.
Thank you guys. I see
Okay.
you.
Bye. Thank
You
you.
win. Let me see.
You ready, Joe?
It's so
Yeah.
small.
Michael and Joi in the morning. Michael and Joi.
Whoop whoop.
Hey,
We
shout out to
back.
Artlanta.
Artlanta
Fair. That
Fair.
was awesome. Shout out to
Artlanta
Angela.
Fair.
Angela always look out for us.
She does.
Oh, hold on, your mic not on. My bad.
On purpose.
Sean Prime.
Get it together,
Thank you, Sean Prime. We appreciate you, homeboy. Nikita Todd Stanley hanging out with us today like she always does on Mondays. Team Todd Realty Group. Moving Properties Monday.
Moving Properties Monday. We back.
Nikita, it's raining outside. Does
It
that
is.
affect the market?
I was just about to say, I won't be showing any houses today. We'll be showing them.
Working from home now.
Right.
Oh,
We'll
I
be
mean,
working and actually,
no, just talk regular. I'm trying to get your mic together.
got you. No, but just working. Have a lot of listings coming on the market this week. And getting geared up for the spring market because the kids are about to get out of school. So it's really going to go into a fast-paced mode of everyone trying to scramble to find that perfect home before the next school year.
I think I got to move my microphone. I know that's totally.
I was gonna say, they just listened to know that Michael wasn't paying attention. But the funny thing about what you said, Nikita, is Brenton was in here yesterday, and he was just like, we gotta go back. And I said, yeah, but the sooner you go back, the sooner you get out. And when I told him that it was gonna be like 60 days, he looked like, oh my God, 60 days. And you're sitting here like, school's about to be out soon. He like, that's soon enough.
That's the way it works.
Mondays is what the girls have calculated it.
Oh,
on the
really?
calendar, so we
Oh,
were
I better have to use that one first.
Reducing it to the ridiculous. That's what I'm talking about. Tasha's in the building.
7 more weeks.
What up, Miss Tasha?
Hey.
Miss Howard. Miss
Hello.
Tasha.
Whoop, whoop.
Tasha's fine.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, y'all.
You sound good, Tasha. Say that one more time.
Hey, y'all.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome back. You got some great news for us today, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Marcy Law.
Yes.
So Marcy Law now is going to be on the ballot. So we're really going hard for the rest of this year to get the voters out to make sure that they vote for Marcy's Law to really make an impact on Atlanta. And we're excited because out of 50 states, we got about 32 that have actually jumped on board and realized how important crime victims' rights are in a court of law. So we are super excited. And even to add to that, this week is Crime Victims Awareness Week. And so you got a lot of events that are going on here in the city. And so just because we just went through, this makes a big difference for us because we just went through our nephew being gunned down just not even 2 weeks ago. And so and then it was all over the news and it was hard. It was hard. And even now it's hard. But to know that this feeling that we have and then other families that are going through, parents that have lost children and sisters and brothers, wives, husbands, kids, and that's hard. So we're really bringing the awareness this week. And it needs to be done every day anyway. However, but this is the week that they chose to really highlight and really just go forth and say, hey, this is something that we need to, as a community, get behind trying to stop the crime in our neighborhoods.
And remind everyone how you got involved with Marcy's Law.
Well, I got involved with Marcy's Law because I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And I met Ann Cass's, she saw an event that I was doing. And she started contacting me about 2 years ago. And so I finally got in contact with her and she came out and she spoke at an event we had about domestic violence. And so then she, just some kind of way we got connected. They hired me as a person to work for Marcy's Law. And I got behind it because of the things that I went through. I got behind it for what I saw my mother go through and my aunts go through, my grandmother, and not my great grandmother, I just heard about her as far as domestic violence. And so I knew about so many men getting out of jail and going killing women. And so just to tell you who Marcy is, Marcy was a college student in California who broke up with her abusive husband. He called her and told her he was going to kill himself. She went over there to stop him and he killed her. And the worst part about it is that a week afterwards, he's out of jail. The family knows nothing. He walks up on them in the grocery store and taunts them, riding up and down the street, taunting them. But they had no idea this man was out of jail. And that's happened so much now. But they got this law passed, and I thank God for Dr. Nicholas. He literally got behind this thing and has pushed it for all of these years since his sister got killed.
I'll never forget hearing a judge or someone, they were speaking about law, and they just talked about when you look at the judicial system, there's always going to be a winner and a loser. It works both ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either if you're acquitted or if you're found guilty, somebody's going to be unhappy with the decision.
Somebody's going to lose.
But it's the law, you know what I'm saying? So now we got to play that balance role of, the one thing that gets me are technicalities. I just recently heard a story. I don't know if the guy was a child molester or murderer or something, but he got out on a technicality, and now all of a sudden the family of the victims that he his victim, now they have to deal with him being out of jail because of a technicality.
And a lot of that has to deal with the way that the crime scene is done afterwards, and so that's why it's so important that nobody mess with anything, move anything, touch anything or whatever. And so when you're training up people, like some of the younger, exactly, or whatever, you got to make sure that you're on point with all of that, because what you don't want to do is have somebody get off on a technicality and that it was your fault.
OJ,
if I want to intervene,
you got to talk to Mike, Pastor.
Okay, if I can intervene, being on the other side, and I stayed in the law library myself. Because I was looking for those technicalities. And one thing that is looked for in the law library, the first thing that we asked for was motion of discovery. We want to know what you know. And once we find out what you know, then we know how to kind of attack. And the main thing is that we look for those loopholes so that we can get out. And I have heard a lot of guys in there, they boast and brag about, especially like the one that victimized, the women and children, whatever. When I get out, I'm gonna kill that bee, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So they're looking for the opportunity to get out so they can come back and finish the job. So that's why, with my wife doing this program here with martial law, I was happy to join her and help her along with this because I know what is going on even on the other side of the walls.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Hey, I wish I would have known that. So now I do know. So it is a motion of discovery.
Right.
So now when I go home and I talk to Tasha, my first question to her is going to be, what do you know? Before I answer this question. What time you come home last night?
Right.
What do you know? Before I answer.
I'm filing the motion of discovery. That's it.
I'm following
I'm filing the motion of discovery.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna type that down so we can reference that later.
Look, so the other thing I wanted to add too, I thank God for the women that I'm even that's on Marcy's Law team for Georgia. We got Harold, we got Tamiko's Larry Pugh,
Oh, yeah.
Tamiko,
Christy
and
Tucker
Eric Harrison. I mean, like these Kim Motley. I don't know if you guys have met her. Kim Motley, her husband shot her and her daughter.
Okay.
Sometimes a few years ago, and they, of course, they lived. But these are some phenomenal people. Like they literally fight so very hard to get Marcy's Law in everybody's face.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thank God for this team. I thank God. And then the thing is to have Senator John Kennedy to go and present this bill. He fought so hard. Rich Golick. I'm like, we have like some huge people behind this bill, and to pass unanimously in the House and in the Senate, that was amazing.
Yes.
That was an amazing feeling. So so if I gotta say anything, I just want people to get out when it's time to vote.
Please
go
vote. Please go vote.
Go vote. You're gonna see it all over our social media. It's going down.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have the Howards hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And we come back. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we got some.
We got some stuff.
Yeah, we do. It's Michael
and Joi
Power
in the
1089.
morning.
Let go. I want to be
Whoop,
one of the
whoop.
church fans with Power 1089.
Hey.
Can we do that? It's
Hey,
Michael.
Melinda. Hey, Kendrick Brown. Good morning. How are you? Hey, Platinum.
What you call the church
Hey,
fan?
Dolores.
Hey, in the church.
Hey, Rhea. Hey,
Just what?
PJ.
Fucking from home fan.
Hi, the only show.
We're going to put Power 1089 on this side. And,
What up, Bo
Harriet
Tally?
Tubman
Hey,
on
Tamika.
that side. You know it's always a...
Good morning,
You
Zena.
can do that.
So for all information and to vote, you
You
can
ready?
go to ga.marcyslaw.us.
That's it. That is it.
He said so. He would hear him
I
talk
gotta,
about how they were going to
I think I want to
Yeah,
do this.
girl. I'd be like,
Okay, where you going to move it to?
Same place where yours is.
Okay.
Cause I don't know.
Because you feel like your
I'm
back is towards us.
Yeah. And I think about coming this way. Just mounting this
Just
way.
don't mess up your other thumb.
I busted it last. Well, Tasha busted last night.
Buzz it wide open.
No, I had a blister. A huge
It was nasty. It was about the size of his head.
Oh, this one is. You know when they get them little things, they move.
Thank you. Go, Tamiko. Tamiko said is up there. Shout
Yeah, I
out
had
to
one in my
her
hand
sister.
too.
It was just
right
on my
there.
page.
I just got mine out. Look at that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
This one whines. He whines so hard.
I
Oh,
could-
yeah.
man, I couldn't tell my
y'all
shit.
the
I couldn't
biggest
sign.
babies I ever
I couldn't
seen.
sign. I couldn't sign anything.
What a tweezer to get there.
Look, I'm trying to study for a sermon, right? And you know I have to
Nah,
write.
I just.
And I couldn't even write. I was so shit to get this out of
These
there.
tables, these IKEA tables.
Just whine.
It was just.
It's a hole in there. It's a hole in my hand. Right now.
Oh my God, baby. That's a beauty mark.
It's a hole.
That's a beauty mark.
You call it be more. I call it a hole that hurt. It
Where
hurt.
is Loganville? Where is that?
It's going towards Stone Mountain on the other side of Stone Mountain.
Oh,
You can go that way, or you can go down
Raheem's
20.
coming from.
We're gonna get these
That's what-
two.
You got down 20, like going towards Rockdale, kind of way, Walton County.
Raheem, the other guest was coming from Loganville. He was on set till like 6 in the morning and drove down
You know they
You
used to
said
have
they
a commercial
didn't
that
watch
where's
it.
Loganville?
there. Right, right, right.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
We're
Hey, all three, Avery.
Just freestyle like we
We're getting ready to
Okay.
play again.
But you
This
good?
We got a
Okay.
huge thing for October.
Okay.
We're doing a conference, a 2-day conference. That's gonna
Okay.
be with the.
And we go to
With the
8:30.
with the
Yeah.
collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this the last break.
Oh, so tell him to stop driving here.
I mean, he ain't gonna make it.
I mean, I know, but I mean, he didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? On his way here.
I forgot it was gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
What you say? You said home by 7 o'clock. We ain't gonna talk about that, but
Yeah, no, I don't have.
you said the play. You just mentioned the
The
play.
play is coming back in October.
Okay.
We're doing a whole conference. We're doing, it's called Beauty Marks.
Okay.
And it's basically for the survivors of sexual abuse, domestic violence, crimes against women. October is Women's Month.
Okay.
And so we're doing a two-day conference.
Okay.
That's gonna have, workshops for survivors and for women that are still going through.
Okay.
And then the next day will be all for the girls to teach them about how to love themselves.
This one, we going down to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just tell me about that. We be in Florida doing that One Heart show, promoting the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about this show. So we're gonna
Okay.
talk to Nikita. You ready, Joy and Kirsten?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What up? Something about sisters? Hey, Kazia. Hey, Ennis.
Michael and Joi and the morning. MichaelandJoi.com. Hey, we back, y'all. Just cause we ain't in that
I
other
know,
studio,
y'all-
I mean,
y'all-
I can't be all
You know what? You know.
wow.
You know they really love each other. They over here playing and stuff.
right.
They fighting, pinching each other.
Right.
Y'all been, how long y'all been married for?
You love. Today's show brought to you by
Every day. Every day
Nikita
we
Todd
love, yeah.
Stanley.
Whoop, whoop.
Teen Time Realty Group. TeenTimeRealtyGroup.com is her website. You can check her out, or you can check her out every Monday right here on Michael and Joi. And we really, really appreciate Nikita Todd Stanley. Nikita has been down
since
since
day
day one, literally. Remember we used to do Real Talk with Michael McFadden on Blog Talk at the house?
I do remember.
Man.
The third floor.
The third floor. That's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Go, you was committed to them steps. too.
What? 34. Paul's 34, trust me. I counted them. Every day I went up those steps. But Nikita Todd Stanley's hanging out with us. Our inaugural show on Power 108.9. Also, Pastor Howard in the building with us. His lovely wife is in the building with us today. But Miss Nikita Todd Stanley, it's real estate time. It's
Yes,
time
sir.
to talk real estate. Are people smarter than they were back from when I was in the business?
Oh, absolutely. The information age, which is our new revolution right now, people are able to reach out and touch me. People are able to reach out and look at the houses that they want to see. Virtual tours, MatterPro is a huge, technology in our business now, where people are actually able to kind of like walk through the house, and the MatterPro gives you every angle.
Like a 3D?
A 3D, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
So people right now have the most access that they've had in years.
What we had back in the day, that little virtual tour, where they put the camera right there and it just spin
I don't
around.
know what you had, because what you had and what I had are two different
okay.
things.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Little
say,
older.
is it a little scary that they have that much access?
Yeah, and it is, just because of course, now I've had a lot of people, contact me that once they moved in, they want these things to be taken down. Because there are security risks, that are behind all this information and access to, what's on the inside of people's homes. And then on the flip side of that, yes, it does kind of take some control away from us, because people think that they can actually go out and do this themselves. And at the end of the day, can you go find a house and say this is the one I want? Absolutely. However, you still have to negotiate it on the back end, and that's where our value comes from, because of course we do it every day.
Yeah.
Because of course the buyer is so emotional, the seller is emotional, so we separate those two and become that educated force to negotiate contracts to get you inside the home.
We've been in our house for 40 years. We ain't giving them that for that, baby.
Right. We ain't giving them this refrigerator. I bought this in '76 from JCPenney.
That sound like
We're not fixing that. They can just buy it just like this.
Right. Or do like your friend did on his house, where he said, you know what, just reduce the price. And
Right,
he was like,
exactly.
nah, how about we go the opposite way and raise or rise? Raise the
Raise.
price.
Mhm.
Haven't been doing radio in a while. But that's what it is. But that's what it is. We're having a great real estate, a realtor by your side because of that negotiating piece. You know what I'm saying? And you do an amazing job. And that's the one skill that when we go through our real estate course, they don't teach you about negotiating skills. They don't teach you about buying or being a selling or selling. They don't teach you that stuff. They teach us the basics.
They teach you
and
the rules.
The rules, exactly. And the one thing that I still know to this day since 1999 that there are 43,560 square feet in an acre.
I was like, I'm so proud of you, Michael.
That's the only thing I remember from real estate.
I was gonna say, so you would how would you have to say it on Jeopardy?
What is 43,560, Alex?
What is an acre?
Yeah. See, Pastor tried to write it down, so he'll use that in his sermon.
Use that in sermon.
He was using the sermon, right?
Hey, God said there's 43,500. Can I get a witness?
Yes, Lord. Should have bought a hot dog.
Somebody said God didn't say that. Michael said that.
Definitely about time. My yellow bow tie.
Nikita Todd Stanley. For those that want to set up a consultation, because consultations are
Absolutely.
free services for you. How do they do that?
Buyer and seller consultations are definitely free. You can reach me at 404-379-6239.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And before we get out of here, Tasha, the show coming up. Yes, the show coming up. One Heart coming up. Tell us about One Heart.
Listen, One Heart was birthed through my awesome husband. I am not a Facebook Live type of girl. I will take a picture. I will not get on Facebook Live and talk. So I've been bullied into this One Heart show, but it has been amazing. It has touched so many lives. It has saved several marriages. And how we even got into One Heart is that for some reason we got thrown into doing marriage counseling. We had a couple that had been married 25 years to call us for marriage counseling. We had only been married 3 years, and after which they're still together today. Like, and like they was like packed up, moving out, all of that. And so God is amazing at how He even threw us in there. But we just have this ability. I know it's from God to be able to say, hey, learn how to fight fair, communication. So those are a lot of times how we just think that relationships are put on the back burner so much because they can't figure out what the root of the problem is. Mm-hmm. So we just tackle the hard questions and we talk about infidelity, how to stay together, and all those things. And so One Heart show is One Heart with Steve and Latasha, healing hearts. One conversation at a time. And so we get to have a live show. We have a couple people looking at us to take us live. And so we're going to do a test show on the very last Friday of this month. We're going to even serve lunch. Got a couple gifts given out. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We have a live performance by Anna Grace. That she's a new recording artist. I'm excited, but she's also one of the people in my play.
There you go.
And so she's going to come out and do an original from the play. So we're excited about that. But it's at 12 o'clock, which we go on live every single Friday at 12 o'clock.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
To y'all.
Eventbrite to get to reserve your seat. We only have 50 seats.
Okay.
I think we're halfway over that now.
And you can go to michaelandjoi.com and check it out for all the information. And you can go to Power 108.
You can go to power1089.com. .com.
And get the information.
Yes.
Right? I've just made that part
I'm about to say, so in other words, he's looking at me because I feel like that intern is supposed to work that right on out.
I want to say thank you to everybody that hung out with us today. Our inaugural show, we had a blast today like we always did. Pastor Howard, Tasha, thank you guys for being our first guest on the show technically. And of course, Nikita Todd Stanley for her continued support of the show.
To Tyree Smith and Tony Jackson and Atlanta Fair this weekend.
Thank you, and check them out. You go to the website too and check out their event.
I was gonna say, and you could go to Instagram and check out Raheem the Dream as he drives here from Logan Village. Right? Shout out to you, boy.
Hey, before we get out of here, I gotta tell you about Miss Posey. She's 26 years old. She was arrested in Fort Pierce on March 21st. The car that she was riding in smelled like marijuana, so they asked the driver to pull over. Well, in Miss Posey's bag, they found some marijuana, a bag of cocaine in the woman's purse, and she claimed that the cocaine was not hers and that it must have flown in through an open window. She said, I don't know anything about cocaine. It's a windy day. It must have flown in through my window into my purse. And the police looked at her and said, put these handcuffs
Wow.
and get in the car. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's Michael and Joi in the morning. Let's
We
go.
fall down.
Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
They can't even like, what?
Michael and Joi.
Stop the show.
Look, Michael kept right on.
Kept right on going, too.
Yeah, right on going. Go on
What
ahead,
I was
Michael.
telling you was that my
Whoop, whoop.
baby's name.
It's Raheem. Oh, you named him.
I
from
named him
Raheem.
Raheem from Raheem the Dream.
That's funny. That's
His,
his,
his godfather's son, his name Eric B.
oh,
Yeah.
so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only. First off, you was playing with this, thinking that this little thing was gonna hold
Tasha
all
did
that.
that.
Tasha, come on, baby. I was like, you know, this 3mm is not that. It is not that
That's just a
strong.
commercial. That's just a commercial.
That's the dollar store one.
Oh Lord, look. You gonna have to fix
Did you
it.
turn that?
No, it came out. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It just
Everything fell.
I was gonna say it's all good.
Hold on, look in that bag. Look in that bag. It's a screwdriver in
Look.
that bag.
Okay.
What happened?
Which bag? This one?
The Margiano's jump.
She posted it.
We are so excited to be invited to do a
not
live
in
taping of One Heart.
Huh?
Oh,
Please,
well,
Rob, they on the show.
okay. With the
All right, guys. What up, Polo? Hey, Mo. How are you? Good first show in the new place.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Tasha talking about some of the dollar stuff. Tasha, baby girl. We gonna need more than 3mm. We need at least 4 of these for this.
It's a flight.
Oh yeah, send it to us so we can put it on our show. On our website. Hey, 108 Praise. Good morning. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for our inaugural show. Thank you for all the guests. All the information on all the guests are
Bye.
is on Michael and Joi in the morning. You're not gonna tell me what to do, Michael.
I just
Get you.
From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Bye, guys. Mwah.
Fix that tonight.
We fall down. We
Oh, I like
get
those
up.
shoes,
I
Joy.
might end up having.
We fall.
You
Thank
haven't-
you.
What size are they, girl?
A 12.
So I'm gonna move. So tonight I'm gonna move